On June 25, 2024, spaceflight history witnessed a groundbreaking milestone as China's robotic Chang'e 6 spacecraft successfully returned with rock samples from the Moon's vast South Pole Aitken Basin. According to the China National Space Administration (CNSA), Chang'e 6 brought back approximately 1.9 kilograms of rock and soil after landing on the southern edge of the Apollo crater on the Moon's far side. The lunar South Pole is designated as the site for the future International Lunar Research Station (ILRS), led by China. This truly international effort includes partners like Russia, Venezuela, South Africa, and Egypt, coordinated by a temporary international space agency. China's strategic plan aims to build a space economy and establish itself as a world leader in this domain. The country intends to explore and extract minerals from asteroids and bodies like the Moon and utilize valuable space resources, such as water ice, available in our solar system. China's exploration strategy begins with the Moon and extends to near-Earth objects in EO such as asteroids. The plan then progresses to using stable gravitational points in space, known as Lagrange points, for space stations, eventually advancing towards Mars, the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter's moons. One of the next steps in this strategy is the robotic Chang'e 7 mission, expected to launch in 2026. It will land on the illuminated rim of Shackleton crater, near the lunar South Pole. This location is particularly attractive for its continuous illumination and easy access to the crater's interior, which is rich in water ice, a vital resource for ILRS construction and operation. China's bold move to establish a presence at Shackleton crater is significant, especially since the United States also has ambitions to set up bases at the lunar South Pole. Shackleton crater is considered prime real estate due to its unique lighting and resource advantages. The subsequent Chinese mission, Chang'e 8, not planned before 2028, aims to demonstrate the feasibility of extracting ice and other resources to support a human outpost. Both Chang'e 7 and 8 are integral parts of the ILRS and lay the groundwork for an impressive Chinese exploration program. In parallel, NASA is seeking more partners for the Artemis Accords, international agreements established in 2020 that outline the use of lunar resources. So far, 43 countries have signed the accords. The US Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the Moon within this decade, has faced delays due to technical issues. Delays in any complex new space program are normal. The next Artemis mission, Artemis 2, which will carry astronauts around the Moon without landing, has been postponed to September 2025. Artemis 3, which will land the first humans on the lunar surface since the Apollo era, is now planned for no earlier than September 2026. While Artemis's timeline may slip further, China could potentially realize its plans to land humans on the Moon by 2030. Some commentators speculate that China might beat the US back to the Moon. Will the US land humans on the Moon within this decade? Most likely, can China do the same before 2030? It's uncertain, but the focus isn't on who arrives first. China's space program is systematically growing in a consistent and integrated manner, seemingly avoiding severe technical issues faced by other ventures, or perhaps such issues are not disclosed. What we know for certain is that China's current space station, Chang'e Heavenly Palace, operates at an average altitude of 400 kilometers. By the end of the decade, it plans to have at least 3 Takonauts Chinese astronauts permanently residing there. Meanwhile, the International Space Station, which orbits at the same altitude, will be decommissioned and sent to a fiery descent into the Pacific Ocean. Geopolitics has returned as a significant force in space exploration. Reminiscent of the space race of the 1950s and 60s, the US Artemis 3 mission and China's Chang'e 7 and 8 missions are all likely to target the same region near Shackleton crater. Only the crater's rims can serve as suitable landing sites, meaning that China and the US may need to exchange plans and use this renewed phase of space exploration as a new era of diplomacy. The two superpowers, along with their partners, will have to agree on common principles for lunar exploration while maintaining their national priorities.